The story you're about to hear sounds unbelievable, but the lady who shared it swears that it is true. Personally, I really don't know what to make of it, so I'd really like to hear what you think after listening. In 2006, a 20-year-old woman named Sarah started having weird episodic dreams. In some of the dreams, she would see a woman who had long dark hair with striking facial features just standing in a crowd and staring at her. In others, she and this mysterious woman would have conversations that she never really could remember when she woke. The dreams went on for months, and the only thing she could pick out from all the episodes was the woman's name, Aurora. Sarah suspected that she may have met or at least seen Aurora somewhere, and that this was probably why she had been seeing her in her dreams. So she decided to go through all the photos on her phone, her Facebook account and social media platforms to see if she would find Aurora in any of them, but she didn't. A few weeks passed, and one day, she just realized that the dreams had stopped. She thanked her stars and went on with her life. Little did she know that the dreams were only the beginning of what was to come. Several months later, on Halloween of 2009, she had forgotten all about the dreams and went out to party with her friends. On their way back that night, she realized that she was running out of fuel and decided to stop by a gas station for a refill. After filling her tank, she climbed into her car, turned it on, and started to drive out of the station. Just as she was about to merge onto the highway, her mobile phone started to ring. So she stopped her car just a few meters from the main road and picked up the phone to see who the caller was. On looking at the screen, she realized that it was an unknown number, but she answered anyway.
Hello? Hello? Please, who's on the line?
There was no response, so she just shook her head and hung up. As she was about to collect herself and continue driving, another car pulled up behind her and started honking. Whoever this person was, they seemed to be in a hurry. She hurriedly put her phone away and set the gear to drive, but before she could move, the driver behind her hit the gas, swerved around her and proceeded to the highway. Just as this driver got onto the highway, a silver Honda Civic that was moving at full speed lost control of his wheels and rammed into them. This was the car that had just overtaken Sarah at the gas station. Sarah and her friend were shocked to the bones, not only because they had seen a serious accident happen right in front of them, but because they knew it would have been them if Sarah hadn't stopped to answer that call. They immediately dialed 911 and told the emergency operator what had just happened. When the EMTs arrived, they pronounced the driver of the silver Honda Civic and the car that had just overtaken Sarah dead. About 3 hours after the incident, Sarah decided to call back the unknown caller whose call had saved her life. She wanted to just thank whoever it was for calling her when they did and tell them that they saved her life. However, when she dialed the number, the call went straight to voicemail and it said,
"Hi, you've reached Aurora. Leave your name and number after the beep."
Sarah almost slumped. Aurora. This was the name of the woman she had been seeing in her dreams for months. To get to the bottom of everything, she called the number the next day. This time, Aurora answered. Sarah introduced herself and went on to tell her about everything, the dreams, the accident, and how her call saved her life that night. In response, Aurora told Sarah that her story was amazing, but that she didn't call her that night, and that she had no idea how Sarah got her number. The call ended, leaving Sarah more confused than she was before she had called. She remained seated on her living room sofa, holding her phone in one hand and staring into thin air. Just then, she got a brilliant idea. She launched her Facebook app and searched for Aurora's full name, which she had gotten during the call. The app loaded for a few seconds, and when the results came in, Sarah almost collapsed. Aurora's Facebook account was the first on the list, and the picture on it was the exact same face that Sarah had been seeing in her dreams. What do you make of this story? Think it's even possible? Have you had your own weird encounters? If you have, kindly let me know in the comments.